The world had long whispered about their love, but no one expected this, the quiet wedding of Yulong and Yang Mei. There were no flashing lights, no reporters, no grand hotel or red carpet, just two hearts tired of hiding, finally standing side by side in the soft morning light. The ceremony took place in a small private garden outside the city. The air was gentle, touched with the scent of white lily and falling rain. Only a few close friends were there, the kind who understood silence and the meaning of secrets. No one spoke much. They didn't need to. The moment itself said everything. Yang and Mei wore a simple ivory dress. There was no designer label, no heavy jewelry, only a small silver pin in her hair, the same one she had worn years ago on the set where she first met you. Long, when she walked toward him, the breeze caught her veil, and for a second, she smiled, that same quiet, warm smile that once filled millions of screens. Yulong stood waiting, dressed in a soft gray suit. His eyes were calm, but his hands trembled slightly. When she reached him, he took her hand gently, as if afraid she might fade like a dream. The vows were short, but each word carried weight. "I don't promise perfection," Yulong said softly, "but I promise peace, the kind we've both searched for." Yang Mei's voice trembled when she replied, "We've lived too long in silence. From now on, I want to live in truth beside you." When they exchanged rings, the sky opened just enough for a ray of sunlight to touch their hands. It was quiet, almost unreal. The world outside was still rushing, but for them, time stood still. After the ceremony, they didn't pose for pictures or make public posts. Instead, they sat together beneath a willow tree, holding hands, talking about the life they wanted, not one built on fame, but on mornings filled with laughter, nights filled with peace, and a home where love didn't have to hide. Their baby, the tiny soul who had already changed their world, was there too, asleep in young Mei's mother's arms. When Yulong looked at the child, his eyes softened even more. He whispered, "This is our beginning." For years, both had carried the burden of public life, rumors, expectations, and endless attention. But now, in this small, hidden moment, they were simply two people in love. Later, one of their close friends would say, "There was no music, no applause, but it was the most beautiful wedding I have ever seen." And perhaps that's true, because beauty doesn't always need an audience. Sometimes it's found in quiet promises, in gentle smiles, and into hands that finally find their way back to each other. News of their marriage spread days later, not through official announcements, but through whispers, a soft ripple of warmth. Across the internet, fans were surprised, some emotional, others simply happy. Many said the same thing: they deserve peace. And maybe that's what this story was always about, not fame, not shack, not secrets, just love. Honest, fragile, and strong enough to survive the noise. That day, as they walked away from the garden, hand in hand, the world around them was loud. But in their hearts, there was only silence and a promise